Good evening, and welcome to the latest edition of Randall Reads. Tonight I'd like to talk about an intriguing book called A Curse on Dostoyevsky by Atiq Rahimi. When I first heard about this book and the author's intention of transporting Dostoyevsky's Crime and Punishment to war-torn Afghanistan, I was beyond intrigued and wondered how he'd pull it off, but pull it off he most certainly does. This is a very exciting sort of roller coaster of a novel. The reader is dropped straight into the action, where Rasul, the main character, is about to kill the moneylender, a la Raskolnikov in Crime and Punishment. The book sort of differs a little bit from Crime and Punishment. There's this sort of element of mystery and intrigue. As Rasul flees the murder scene, he drops all the money and the jewels that he's stolen, and they're whisked away by this sort of mysterious woman in a shroud, who he sort of mistakes for his fiancée, and sort of various strangers throughout the rest of the novel. The delusions and hallucinations which she undergoes after he's committed this murder are really well executed, and really bring the story to life. The sort of confusion that he suffers from after the murders, because there's no body is actually found, so he's not quite sure if he's killed somebody or not. Rasul sort of stumbles around Afghanistan in this sort of a funk of sort of regret and not really knowing if he's done the right thing or not. He loses his voice, which doesn't really help when he starts to sort of deal with the authorities. And the real sort of denouement and twist to this novel is that the sort of punishment part of the Crime and Punishment is going to be conducted in Sharia law. As Kabul, which is sort of war-torn in a hell of a state, with bombs falling and bodies strewn everywhere, is ruled by the Mujahideen. So you can imagine the sort of chilling finale for Rasul when he finally confesses to his crimes. So that is my recommendation for this week. It's called A Curse on Dostoyevsky by Atiq Rahimi. Probably a slight disclaimer, I think you really have got to have read Crime and Punishment to really enjoy this book to the full, or at least have some sort of knowledge of the story. But that's my recommendation for this week. Thank you for listening. Good evening.